Here are 5 features that I think need to be added to every phone. Now, many phones have like really cool features, but a lot of those times the features are like exclusive to that phone or exclusive to that brand. But these are things that I think should be universal for every phone so that everybody can, experience the good things in phones. Now, first up would be universal built-in file sharing. So you know how iPhones have AirDrop and then Android phones have Nearby Share, and Nearby Share only works to wirelessly transfer files to Android phones, and AirDrop only works to wirelessly transfer files to iPhones and MacBooks. Now, I may be dreaming here because I don't know if this will ever happen, but I would love if there was a universal built-in way, not like an external app that you have to download, but a built-in way that is universal across all devices. Whether that mean that every single Android phone comes with AirDrop, which would be kind of weird, or every single iPhone comes with Nearby Share, but something like that where every phone could wirelessly easily transfer files to any other phone, no matter if it's iPhone or Android. And next up is MagSafe. Now, a lot of you guys who watch my videos know that I'm like an Android guy, like through and through. Like I love my Z Flip 4, I love Samsung, I love Android, but MagSafe, though it is an iPhone exclusive feature, like I love MagSafe. Like it's just such a good idea, and it's so useful, And so if every single phone came with MagSafe and there was just universal MagSafe accessories, that would be so sick. And like, do you guys remember back in the day? And I mean, I'm sure they still exist, but there were like these companies that would sell these like little metal plates that you could put like in the back of your case. And then there would be these like magnetic mounts that you could just, put your phone on the mount. That was kind of like the first version of MagSafe, except it wasn't as good because, since you're putting that metal plate in the center of your phone, it would block wireless charging. But MagSafe has the ring that goes around the wireless charging area, so you can magnetically put something on a stand and wireless charge through it, which is, I just love it. It's so good. And the next thing, Apple, this one's for you, USB Type-C. Now this one's interesting because, USB Type-C is like objectively superior to Lightning, and like everybody knows that, including Apple. But because Apple owns the patent to Lightning and they can sell Lightning cables and it makes them more money, they just don't switch to USB Type-C. And it's really easy to like get on Apple's case about this and be like, come on Apple, you guys gotta hurry it up, switch to Type-C. Type-C's better, Lightning sucks. But if you really think about it, it's just like a smart business decision on Apple's end, because they're forcing people to buy something that they own the patent for. Like either they sell Lightning cables and they obviously make money for selling that, or if somebody buys a third-party Lightning cable, that company has to pay royalties to Apple because Apple owns the patent. And if Apple were to switch to Type-C, which they don't own the patent for, people could just buy Type-C cables anywhere and they would not be paying royalties to Apple for it. So Apple's just making a crap ton of money because they stick with Lightning. So I can't really blame them for that, but I wish they would change, because for the sake of everybody, it would be better. And next on my list is the ability to copy uncopyable text. So whenever you're on your phone and there's text on your screen that is not directly copyable. Like for example, right here I'm on Instagram, and if I long press on some text here in the comments, well, nothing happens because you can't copy that text. But what Google did is if you go to your recents, you can then copy the text from the recents window here, which is so useful. And so I would like to have that on every phone, please. And thank you. And the last thing, and also the biggest, possibly most controversial thing, is RCS. So as you guys know, iPhones use iMessage, and iMessage can communicate over the internet to other Apple devices, but that's it. They can't communicate over the internet with any other device in the world that isn't Apple. And so the old standard of texting was SMS, which, if you're texting somebody through SMS, the file size limit is super small. So if you try to send a video to somebody over SMS, it looks super pixelated. And so because iPhones only have iMessage, an SMS, whenever they text somebody that doesn't have an iPhone, it defaults to SMS because, you know, those phones don't have iMessage. And that's why when an Android user texts an iPhone user, you get super low quality photos and videos because it's using SMS. And you know, a lot of people like to write the narrative that iPhones are just better, and because iPhones are getting high quality photos and videos with each other and not with Android users, then it means that Android is worse, but that's just not the case. Because Android phones have the new standard of messaging, which is actually newer than iMessage, and it's called RCS. And the great thing about RCS is it pretty much has almost everything that iMessage has. You know, you send messages over Wi-Fi, you have encryption, you can do the reactions, you know, you can like people's messages and stuff like that. But the thing about it is it's universally available for any phone in the world. But the only problem is, even though it's available to be put on any phone in the world, Apple just hasn't done it. They have not put RCS on their phones. And if they were to do that, you know, they could still keep iMessage to use between their devices, but if they put RCS on their phones as well, they would be able to have a good messaging experience with any phone, not just iPhones. And so when an iPhone user would text an Android user, they would be able to send high quality photos and videos. They would be able to do reactions, but we don't have that yet. So please, Apple, please put RCS on your phones. It'll fix so many problems. But anyways, that was the 5 things that I think should be added universally to every phone. But if you guys have any other ideas, maybe I'll make another one of these kinds of videos. So just leave some ideas in the comments of things that you think should be added to every phone. But with that, I guess that's the end of the video. So thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.